Beautiful day, Patriots. How are you? Today is day 34 of the 88 step program. It's April, is it the 2nd or 3rd? So there's a day or two missing between each step right now. Today is the 3rd, April 3rd, day 34. And yesterday, the last video, we were talking about how the AI is involved in our system, in our world right now, and how there is a lot of deception and manipulation and confusion and all kinds of agendas out there in the world at this particular moment. And a lot of us are seeking and getting our information from the internet. And most people would say, well, of course, don't be ridiculous. There's all the truth is there on the internet. And it's just so hard to get that person's mindset to grasp that, wait a minute, who is the internet? Who controls the internet? You know, we look and blame, let's say, Twitter for censoring freedom of speech in America. But yet Twitter is on the internet. Who owns the internet and allows Twitter to do what Twitter does? But we sit there and want to blame Twitter. You see, it's always much bigger and larger than we really usually can see. This making sense? So when we go to the internet to look for the truth, and if there is artificial intelligence that's involved in the computer and the internet, because artificial intelligence couldn't live without the computer, correct? I mean, can artificial intelligence live without computer capabilities? If we had no satellites in space and no communications going all over the world and the computers running our food and our traffic and just blah, 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 could we have an artificial intelligence in our world without the computer? And yet we want to go to the computer to get all of our information blindly, 100% trusting what information comes from the internet. I mean, 100%. We go on the internet and fight with people on the internet, on our smartphones. We got our smartphones and we fight with other people with smartphones and computers to prove to each other that they're 100% wrong and we're 100% right. And I can prove it because I got all that information from the internet. And they got all their information from the internet. And the AI goes, yeehaw, I've got all these people entrapped, enter the net of the web and never be released. The AI on the internet, enter the net, and you will always feel that you're 100% right, no matter where you go in there. The internet will keep you and show you your stuff. Especially as the computer and the AI gets more advanced and the people get more addicted and more of the consciousness is involved in this, the more we fall into this. If you're a Democrat and you go on your computer, that's all the computer is going to show you is the Democratic point of view so that you can agree with your computer and smartphone. If you're a Republican, the same thing. Your smartphone and your computer will be ran by the AI and only show you the stuff to make you feel like you are 100% right and they are 100% wrong. There's not places on the internet that's taken us and showing us how to live together in harmony. Every fraction, even the Democrats, let's just say, and I'm just putting people into general groups like our government likes to do. Our government won't say you're human. I found a strange statistic. The CDC of our government has determined that only males and females are getting COVID. None of the other genders are being catching the COVID. This is by the CDC. This is not me, and this is not a joke. The Center of Disease Control has determined that only males or females can contract COVID. But our government says there's more genders than just those two. So one of the two is not playing along correctly or fairly. And that is why it's so important to be able to have a point and reference in your life to keep track of yourself so that you can be on the outside looking in. When you're inside, you can't see outside. The walls are too big. You're inside. Now, right now, if you can be outside at all and see a glimpse, you can see how the world is changing in just drastic ways. Let's talk again. It's my last page of my book, so I can do a little bit over here. Let's do this. Right now, how is this kind of deception happening? Well, there's going to be a new monetary system that's happening. Just like they were talking about for the past few years. There's going to be groups of people supporting this monetary system, this new monetary system. Everybody's going to be wiped out of their debt. And everybody's going to be equal, and everybody's going to start off fresh. And all you're going to have to do is sign this piece of paper and put your oath towards government. And people are going to sit there and say that there's some sort of outside source or beautiful humanity that is doing this for the good of humanity. They're giving us a bunch of free money all over the world right now for free. All over the world. They're dumping money all over the world for free. Every country's going in debt, and they don't care. They don't care. They don't care about a lot of things. But they will care if you sign this piece of paper and become loyal to this new government money system. They're giving everybody free money right now to get you prepared and ready to be a socialist, a non-Christian, and a permanent slave to the system. If you are able to see the signs of Revelations, the weather, the governments, the wars, the rumors of wars, the lies, the deceptions, the fighting between each other, I hope this doesn't confuse or make things even worse for your mental day. And if it does or doesn't, I still highly suggest spending more time in the Bible than on the internet. I'll see you guys tomorrow on day 35. God bless you.